Hello, my name is Ingrid, and welcome to this brand new concept in golf conditioning. You see, everywhere I go, I meet people who want to improve certain aspects of their golf game, whether it is their putting, their chipping, or their driving. I have designed a workout by using the latest techniques of golf biomechanics and exercise kinesiology to specifically target the muscles that are used in each different type of a golf swing. By carefully analyzing certain muscle activities that occur in the different golf swings, I have developed a great program that you can do that will certainly improve every aspect of your game that you need. So by regularly doing these exercises, you will notice a dramatic improvement in your flexibility, your stability, your strength, and your endurance. In short, you will transform your body as it transforms your game. This video begins with a flexibility and postural routine that serve as a foundation from which stability, strength, and power can be built. These you can do every day. The exercise portion of the video is laid out in 3 progressive sections. First, we will focus on improving your putting by conditioning your posture and stability muscles. We will focus on static arm and leg strength. The next section is for chipping. Because chipping is often performed from an uneven surface, we will work more on individual leg strength with the addition of arm movements. Only after you have mastered these exercises with good form and correct number of repetitions should you attempt the driving exercises. Always finish with a cool down to reduce the next day's soreness and speed up recovery. Memorize the pre- and post-game stretches by doing them a few times at home and then perform them on the golf course before you start to play or hit practice balls. They will make a difference. For this video, you will need a Swiss ball. If you don't have one yet, refer to my menu section in this DVD on how to purchase one that's right for you. So are you ready? Get a bottle of water, a towel or a mat, and your ball, and let's get started. Many of you have asked me for a flexibility routine that you could do every single day to improve your flexibility for the game of golf. I have designed about 20 of my favorite stretches that you can do either in the morning or in the evening. You can also do them as a warm-up for the exercises. My assistant Sherry Burns, she's going to demonstrate these stretches for you as I show you some special things for you to pay attention to. Okay, first one. As you wake up at the end of the day, you want to do a full body stretch. Go ahead and stretch your full body as long as you can, reaching out through the toes and reaching out through the fingers. Take some deep breaths here, inhale and exhale. Great. Go ahead and now bend your knees and let's take some deep breaths. Put your hands on the very lowest part of your ribs and we're going to do what's called a lateral breathing. The lateral breathing engages your ribs and your abdominal muscles. Go ahead and inhale through the nose and then exhale out through the mouth. And as you see that ribs expand here and the ribs contract here. So if you're putting your hands on your ribs there, you can feel them going outward and then contracting back in. You stay neutral spine while you do this. This oxygenates your whole body and it rejuvenates you, revives you, and gives you a lot of energy. So this is how we start every day or before every exercise. And stop. Good. Okay, go ahead and inhale, exhale. Now let's go ahead and stretch out the lower back by going into an imprint. So imprint, just flex your back a little bit and inhale back to neutral. The neutral position is where you are the most relaxed. Go ahead and imprint again and exhale back to neutral. One more time. Imprint, draw the navel in and hold and exhale to neutral. Great. Now the neutral position is where your strength is coming from and also where we want to do most of our stretches and our exercises from. Okay, let's go ahead and warm up the shoulder girdle, the upper body. Let's start with some arm raises. Go ahead and raise your arms up to the ceiling. Palms are facing each other. You're just going to raise your shoulders up and then place them back down. You feel a stretch wide across the back and place them down. Inhale to lift and exhale to lower. From here, let's go ahead and finish up and drop your hands down to your hips. Let's go ahead and do a couple of shoulder shrugs. Inhale and exhale. This will help to further relieve tension in your shoulders and stretch out your upper body and your back. Inhale and exhale. Great. Let's go into scissors, hand scissors. You're going to do 2 little pulses at the end point. This will enhance your flexibility and your coordination of the upper body and your arms against the lower body, which you do so much in golf. Next one is the arm circles. You're going to inhale and exhale big wide circles. Inhale, stretch your fingertips apart from each other. And inhale and exhale. And inhale. Good. And exhale. Let's go ahead and reverse it. Inhale and exhale. Draw your arms down. Draw them up. Feel the shoulder blades in the back, nice and stable. And exhale. Great. The last one we're going to do for the arms is called the crossovers. And this incorporates a neck stretch as well. You're going to cross one hand in front of the other and turn your head the opposite way. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Each time you do this, you want to get a little deeper stretch and really pull that arm across and use your neck. Feel that stretch. Last 2 here. 1 and last 1, 2. Great. Okay, put your hands by your hips again. Okay, let's go ahead and focus a little bit on the lower body. Let's go ahead and do what's called a hip release. So if you go ahead into an imprinted spine and just slide your leg out and slide it back. Inhale, exhale, slide it up and slide it back. Let's do the other leg. Slide it down, stay in imprint and slide it up. We're working the coordination and the flexibility of the hip area against the upper body. Now let's go ahead and drop the leg out to the side. Release the hip. Don't muscle it and don't try to hold it up. Takes a few seconds for the hip to release. Bring it back up and let's do the same thing on the other side. Just drop the leg open. Good. And up. Okay, now for the outer thigh, you're going to take a leg out to the side and drop it inward. This gets your outer thigh area and your hip area on the outside. Great, and stop and take the other side. Now if you need to stretch a little bit longer than what we're doing, then feel free to pause and hold the stretch a little bit longer. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and go into a back stretch now. Just take one knee into the chest and stretch the other leg nice and long. Good. And let's go ahead and switch legs and do the same thing on the opposite side. Should feel a nice good back stretch. Now let's take 2 legs in. This increases the low back stretch, and if you want to increase it even more, you can lift your head and shoulders. But you don't have to. Go ahead and take the head down and take your feet down to the floor. Let's go ahead and drop the knees over to the side. Be careful when you do that so that you're always engaging your abdominals and you're not overstretching your back. From here, we're going to take the upper body and turn to the side. So Sherry's hips are stacked perfectly. The arms are straight forward and palms together. We're going to stretch the chest and the shoulders with this stretch. Inhale and exhale, open. Inhale and exhale, close again. You want to release the arm. You don't muscle it. You just relax the arm and let the body just lift and lower. Also notice that Sherry's looking at her hand the whole time. You want to make sure that your eyes are on your hand the whole time and your hips are not falling backward. So we're engaging the abdominals, the deepest core muscles here. Last one. Inhale, exhale, hold in the open position and carefully and slowly bring your legs back up around and turn to this side first and stretch it out and go. And 1. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, drop. You're gonna drag that arm across. And inhale and exhale. Pull from your center of your chest here together. Inhale, exhale, and always looking at the arm. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Great. Let's go ahead and drop the knees back to the center. Readjust yourself so that your feet are hip-width apart. Slide your hands down towards the hips a little bit. And go ahead and we're going to stretch out the back. So go ahead and lift your hips up to the ceiling, stretching out through the knees. Inhale and exhale, lower back down. Inhale, exhale, stretch through the knees and exhale back down. Inhale, exhale, lift up through the knees, stretching nice and long and back down. Making sure that when you lift, that your weight is between the shoulder blades and not on your neck. Last one here. Great. Okay, let's go ahead and roll up. This next one is called the fish stretch. You're going to cross your legs. Put your hands behind you so the fingers are pointing back. Inhale and exhale, you're going to lift the hips and stretch out through the front and through the thighs. It's a great stretch for your whole body, really, because it stretches your shoulders as well. Good. And twice, after 2 times, switch legs. And do it again on the other side. It just gets one of the legs more when you're switching the legs. And also, you can also bring your fingers in together a little bit more if you feel like you're stretched out. And it also strengthens your arms. Great. Okay, let's go ahead and turn over to the front for the COBRA stretch. The COBRA stretch works your whole back extensor muscle group. So inhale and exhale, lift up, draw the shoulder blades down first, and raise your back. Nice, good, solid extension here and down. Inhale, exhale, shoulder blades down and lift. You notice that the back of the neck is nice and long and down. Inhale, exhale. First thing to draw the shoulder blades down is important, and then exhale. You want to keep your hips down to the floor, extend your back and lower down. Last one, inhale, exhale. This feels really good. Feel free to do more of these. And down. Great. Go ahead and sit back into a shell stretch. So shell stretch stretches out your whole back again. Go ahead and lengthen through the spine, and you reach your tailbone backward and your fingertips forward. Great. Okay, come up on your hands and knees, and we're going to do a hip opener. And the hip opener is great because a lot of times people have very, very tight hips. So bring your knee in towards your chest. Take it to keep it down on the floor. And stretch the other leg long. There you go. Great. Okay, you're going to shift a little bit over to the side and then take your elbows down to the floor. Bring your hands together. There you go. Good. Okay, the body weight is what is helping the hip stretch. Now, if you feel the hip release, and when you feel a hip release and you want a deeper stretch, you can take your arms out to the side. So just take the arms out to the side and just let your head hang down, let your upper body just really put weight onto that hip area and the leg area, and it will stretch out the hips. Great. Go ahead and come on up, and let's switch legs. Inhale and exhale into it, nice and long. It also stretches out your quadricep. So keep stretching the leg that's long out and away as well, and stretch your arms out. Good. Hold it there. Take some deep breaths in and out. Great. Okay, good. Okay, come on up. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and lie back down on the floor. We're going to do a hip rotation now. Now that the hips are opened up, this is going to be great. You're going to bend your knee and lift it up off the floor a little bit, and then take it across your body. So we're also stretching the quadricep a little bit more here, and back down, and then take it over to the other side. It's just a bend, a lift, and then take it over across like this. Great. And down. Okay, let's do one more time on each side. And stretch across. Imagine like somebody's pulling your leg away from you, and down. And last one, inhale, exhale, bend, and lift and reach. Just imagine like I'm pulling here, but you always keep your abdominals engaged, so never let this go. Good, and down. All right, come up on your hands and knees. Now we're going to do the same thing for the upper back. It's an upper back twist. So we're keeping the hips stable. Hand is in front of the forehead in a salute position. You're going to round forward. Keep your abdominals lifted as you round forward. Round through. There you go. And then lift up. And you just want to try to place that elbow up to the ceiling a little bit more. Good. And inhale. This is also one of these stretches that the more you do them, the more flexible you become, even in one session. You'll feel about the third and fourth you can do a lot more. So inhale, exhale. Great. Go ahead and switch. Make sure your knees are under your hips and your hands underneath your shoulders when you start. And lift your belly button and stretch up. Always keep your belly button engaged, especially when you're going down here. This also tones your abdominals. It helps you with your rotation. So it increases your rotational ability, really stretches you out. Good. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Place that elbow on the ceiling. There you go. Great. Okay, come on now up and bring one knee up for the hip flexor stretch. Come up on your knees. There you go. And go ahead and curl the tailbone under. So you're nice and curled under here. And if you want to increase the stretch, you're going to just raise your arm, the opposite arm from the knee, and turn it over. So it gets a little bit more into the side. Okay, other side. Turn over. And curl the tailbone under so you're in good posture. Stretch your arm out and reach over to the side. Good. But keep this nice and curled under. Okay? Great. Let's finish up with a mermaid stretch. The mermaid stretch, you're going to sit to the side and hold on to your ankles here. And reach over. This stretches your side. Inhale and exhale, you're going to lift. Now, if you're too tight to do it the other way in the beginning, then go ahead and just do this part. Inhale and exhale. Stretch. Inhale, exhale, lift. You want to lift from here, from the obliques. So you're pushing the hip up, stretching through the fingertips and the toes, and down. And inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and stretch through the whole body. Great. Other side. Go ahead and hold on to your feet and down. And up and over and stretch. A little bit higher here so you're straight line. Good. And down and stretch over and the other way. Remember, the obliques are very, very key in your rotation for your backswing and for your follow through. So these are very important to keep flexible and also strong and engaged. Last one. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Great. Go ahead and sit with your legs forward. We'll finish off with the ankles. The ankles really do play a very vital key in the golf swing. They also need to be flexible and strong. So go ahead and point your feet and flex your feet. And point your feet and flex your feet. And point your feet and flex your feet. Last time, point your feet and flex your feet. Good. Go ahead and lie back down. And grab one leg and go ahead and rotate the ankle, circle it around. There you go. And the other way. Good. And switch legs. And circle. And the other way. Good. Keeping the calves stretched and the feet. Great. Go ahead and turn over. We're going to do an Achilles stretch. So come up on your hands and knees there and curl your toes under and hold it there. Try to push your heels into the floor, so don't try to hold them up. Now for the hamstring stretch, let's go ahead and stretch one leg out to the side, keeping your toe up and your heel stretched out and away. This is a really great stretch for the hamstrings. And you may want to turn the toe inward and outward a little bit to stretch a different part of the hamstring. Great, bring it in. And let's go ahead and do the other side. You're just stretching forward here, reaching the toe out. You can turn it in and out. Hold as long as you need. Come back to center if you're doing both legs, and then stretch out the heel a little bit more. Okay, great. From here, you're just going to roll up, and you're done, and you're ready for the day.